Today I have the trench wench back on the table. If you are unfamiliar with this project, this is a Winchester Model 12. It will ultimately become a trench gun clone. Now, I had got this different front end to avoid modifying this one because it's in such beautiful shape. And the idea is I would just give this one to my girl, because she's not much of a shotgun girl anyway, so the little bit of shooting she would do, it would be just fine, and it would serve her purposes. She's like, yeah, I'd love to have that. You know, Winchester's awesome, it's a Model 12. Starts playing with it a little bit, and she's like, well, the barrel's too long, you're gonna have to cut it down by at least 6 inches. And the stock's too long, I need probably 3 inches taken off of that. So regardless, it was gonna get modified. So, this will wind up becoming a trench gun clone. It's gonna get a heat shield, which it definitely needs. You'll see in my shooting footage, this thing gets hot fast. And this is probably gonna wind up becoming hers. Now, originally I didn't want to modify it in any way, shape, or form because it's literally got the military stamping on it. The flaming bomb, which means this was a riot model. But by the looks of it, it looks like somebody used to hold it like this right here, because there's a perfect thumbprint across the barrel, and it's rotted more than halfway through. This has got to be repaired, which is going to remove any sort of collector value out of this. So I might as well just get this fixed, build a nice little short riot gun, go with like 11-inch length of pole, because I know where all the parts are, and I know a guy that can re-weld this, and then just get the whole thing parked. Which is probably what I'll wind up doing with this too. Maybe. I don't know, I gotta give that some thought after I get the heat shield and that on here, getting this parked. But anyways, let's check out some shooting footage. Have a little fun at the range. You may have noticed a squad of communist pop cans moving on my position. Some sort of loose V formation. This is true. Unfortunately, we got the Winchester Model 12 today. So, let's take them on. I miss one? Gotcha. Dude, this barrel gets hot. I don't know if it's the steel or what the deal is. It's actually sizzling. It's crazy. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. Now you see me use this caddy. I really like these a lot. I strongly recommend it. There'll be a link in the description down below. Make sure you get the one that goes on a belt, unless you actually have a 3-gun belt, because, for example, I ordered this one right here, but it doesn't have a belt loop. This has got to go on a 3-gun belt. It's got like screws that go through it. It won't work. I also ordered a twin load. This way I can just grab 2 at a time and go in, but this is also for a tack belt, which I'm not going to buy because I'm not that heavy into competition. I just want something that can go on my normal belt to keep my shotgun shells arranged, so when I'm shooting, they're all right where I need them to be. It doesn't work that hot, though, with this particular shotgun because of the load gate. Normally how I do it is I'd strip off 2, I drop 1 on the carrier, and then come behind it. Yeah, I can do it with this shotgun, it's just not ideal. Normally it looks a little more like this. This shotgun sucks at it though because this is your release right here for your pump. And so it hooks my shells. Terrible design. Glad it's not a popular one. Like I said, it doesn't work out well at all. I can do it with this one, like I was saying, but the load gate really kind of screws with you. I'm a strong fan of not having load gates on shotguns. Plus this Winchester, I know a bunch of people in the last video commented saying, no, that's normal, that's how it's supposed to be. Let me load it up so I can demonstrate. To avoid smashing my fingers, I'm just going to use this. But there's no hook. To the best of my knowledge, there's supposed to be a little nub on the bolt preventing this from happening. I was even looking at brand new ones, and it appears they have the nub on the bolt. A lot of people believe that's normal. I think it's just because it's such a common hillbilly modification on these that they're all basically done that way, so people think it's normal. But so if I push in my load gate, it unloads itself. Now, I get the idea behind that because say I was a duck hunter and there was only 2 shells in here and I didn't see anything, I could just push down my load gate, take out 1, take out 2, and I'm done. For me, that's not going to work. And even the way the load gate's cut, it looks like a hook is supposed to come up and stop that from happening. But this is completely smooth. And the nub is just gone. So I feel very strongly that is not normal. Somebody modified this, and I believe it's such a common modification. Almost all Winchester Model 12s are like that. So I need to get that fixed because that's just not going to work. I can't stand that at all. Like I said before too, notice in my shooting footage, this barrel gets really hot. I believe, now this is just a theory, because this has nickel still on it, because nickel is a reflective material, it doesn't let it dissipate heat like a newer barrel. Because I could shoot a Mossberg that many rounds, and yeah, the barrel's going to be warm, but not enough to boil off water or seriously burn my hand. I don't have a blister, but it's not far from it. She's still pretty tender. Especially right there. Kind of a red mark still on it. So it's definitely going to become a trench gun. Very excited about this project because then I'll have the Model 97 trench gun. I'll have the Winchester Model 12 trench gun. Now I want to get the Ithaca Model 37, but I don't want the trench gun model because I think that looks stupid. I just don't like how it's put together. I'm going to wind up going with the Riot model, plus then it's a little bit higher capacity. So we'll see how that all turns out. Still need to do an A5 too, because I've done some for other people and they're freaking awesome, but I need to do one for myself. Anyway, if you'd like to check out any of my other videos, click on the links up here. If you'd like to help support the channel, I got my Patreon. Also got affiliate links in the description down below. I should have a link for this caddy too, unless I can only find one for the tack belt, but they gotta have one for a normal belt. But even if you don't buy what this caddy's for, just clicking on the link and then doing the Amazon shopping you were gonna do anyway, I get a little kickback for it because you went there off of my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.